Hi everyone, and welcome to... What's this I've got for you today? That's right, it's an electric guitar. So as you can probably tell, I like fuzz. I like guitars to sound not really like guitars at all. I want them to sound terrible. So one of my favourite guitar tones is actually the kind of lo-fi fuzz guitar tone from the Scott Pilgrim film. But Paul, they're not even a real band. Shut up. But there's a lot of great fuzz tones out there, and there's a lot of really cool guitars. I like to say I've got pretty spectacular taste in music, so you can trust my judgment when it comes to cool guitar tones and fuzz. But today we're doing a bit of a guitar story. So a lot of the guitars I buy have actually come from eBay, Facebook Marketplace. One even came from Gumtree. I'm actually the first person to complete Facebook Marketplace. I've got every achievement. So this guitar here, the first one of the channel, also came from Facebook Marketplace, and it's actually brilliant. I also got it for a really good price, not much. So quick facts, it's red and it does this. E major. Even though I'm a drummer, I can play guitar a bit. There's a bit of binding. It's a very funky shape, not really much on the back, and some holes. Holes to put your strings in. It's also got this little spiral. Why? So as we can see from the headstock, it says Waterstone Musical Instruments LLC. What is Waterstone Instruments? In 2010, Waterstone Guitars released this, the Mark Sandman Tribute Guitar, for $470 US. But what is Waterstone Guitars, and who is Mark Sandman? In 2010, the Vanderbilt University in Tennessee published an article about the man behind Waterstone Guitars. Robert J. Singer, MD, is a certified neurosurgeon who just happens to enjoy designing and creating electric guitars as well. In the early 2000s, Robert would often find himself visiting the Gibson Custom Shop in Nashville, where he'd learn about the guitar's design and construction. He'd go on to start the Waterstone Company, working with factories in Korea and China to make his guitar dreams a reality. His plan to get the instruments known was to get them into the hands of touring musicians who'd inspire the people that saw them used live. It seemed the company was never focused on profits, but more a great way for Robert to create some wonderful guitars and basses that didn't have to play safe or stick to any familiar form that other guitars have covered already. In his own words, I have a great job as a neurosurgeon and I love it. The basic rule about Waterstone is that it's about fun. If it's not fun, then it's not going to happen. That's liberating to me. Using the Wayback Machine Internet Archive, I was able to go back in time to 2012 and find a bit more information on this intriguing instrument. Continuing my archive search, I managed to find these guitars were available in 4 colours: Bullion Gold, Trans Red, Powder Blue, and Black. Despite Waterstone offering some very unique instruments, including 12-string basses, the Mark Sandman Tribute model itself is actually based on another already existing guitar. Mark Sandman was the lead singer and slide bass player of the band Morphine. He sadly died in 1999 during a concert in Italy. Slide bass? That's right, Mark played a 2-string bass using a slide to create a truly unique droning tone to the band's off-kilter songs. The bass itself was originally a rare Premier scroll model that he had removed the outer strings from and swapped out the pickups. It's believed that Mark was an inspiration to Les Claypool of Primus and Josh Homme of Queens of the Stone Age. The Premier bass that he used serves as inspiration for this Sandman guitar, and if we look at the Premier Guitar Company, we can see that in the 60s they did also make a guitar version of the scroll, fully named the Premier Multivox E781. That guitar has a very similar appearance and shape to the Waterstone model. For such an unusual looking guitar, it seems that the Waterstone version is the only homage to this inspired shape, a beautiful offset, almost Art Deco themed masterpiece. Those Premier guitars appear to be incredibly rare now and command a price in the thousands of dollars when they do show up for sale. Ironically now, it seems the Waterstone Sandman is actually headed the same way. Being a model that has been discontinued sometime after 2012, these are quite rare guitars now. Multivox Premier itself was a guitar and amplifier company in New York. Their amps became known for being a good way to get a fat, distorted tone for blues harmonica players, and the Premier 71 amp was even used by the legendary Wray to record his infamous Rumble guitar parts. Rumble was banned despite having no lyrics in 1958. The same year that radio giant Mutual Broadcasting System banned rock and roll from its extensive network, casting the genre out as distorted, monotonous, noisy music. Sounds pretty good to me. Sandman is a fine guitar, a fairly lightweight, comfortable instrument that feels perfectly balanced standing up. The build quality is decent and the guitar plays very well with excellent action. It feels very precise to play, just like you'd hope, being designed by a neurosurgeon. The Waterstone takes that original Premier design and advances it, with the two lipstick humbuckers, each able to be split down to a single coil, using the pickup selector. A huge amount of tones can be utilized with this setup, making it an incredibly versatile guitar for all kinds of genres. This thing covers a wide range of tones and does it very well. All in all, a brilliant guitar, really nice to play, looks super unique. I'm very pleased to have this guitar in my collection.